Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is the 64th part of What If Deku Was a Magical Girl Mascot, Quirk, Magical Girl Mascot. The author of this great fan fic is Emma. I will leave links to them and original story in the description. Chapter 64, The Results Are In. The exam had been over for a bit and the results were in. Everyone before the results came had time to clean up and change into their school uniforms. All 99 students gathered to get the results, with many students nervous about it. After all, they couldn't help it. It's been a long day, boys and girls. It's now time for the results. But before that, we of the Hero Public Safety Commission along with the member of HUC were ducting points on two issues as we watched you perform. Essentially, we judged you on how well you act flawlessly in crisis. Anyway, here are the names of everyone who passed in alphabetical order, said Mara. The board of names were quite large, meaning most of the students passed. Every single student began to search for their name. Izuku looked furiously for his last name. He soon found it and indeed he passed. I passed, cheered Izuku as his tail went crazy. Loose at that tail go, said one student with a sweat drop. I wonder if he's ever gotten happy tail syndrome, said another. Everyone heard Inasa celebrating when he found his name. The rest of 1A all searched for their names, and all of them celebrated as all of them passed. Fuck yeah, cheered Katsuki. Congrats, said Kirishima. I wasn't worried, said Katsuki. I assume you all viewed the results. Next we'll be handing out score sheets and we'll explain the scores in detail, said Mara. They were handed their scores. Went through the scores with also hate knows about what they did wrong. Though impressively Yayarozo got 96, which meant she only lost a few points. Oh come on. What the fuck? Yelled Katsuki. What happened? Asked Izuku. I know you passed, said Kirishima. They complained about my cursing, said Katsuki. What the fuck, this is this shit. Both of them sweat dropped, not wanting to say anything. Though as Izuku looked at the results he couldn't help but to wonder why the scoring system was like that. After all, the scores were punitive, and they couldn't get any more. Mara explained the basics of the license as they now that the ability to act like heroes in emergencies. He also added this. During the events of Kamino, it was revealed All Might had sustained an injury many years ago. While the hero was healed, that doesn't mean it will always be the case. Since then civilians have been nervous and worried while many villains have started to commit more crimes. Even if All Might is healthy right now, people think it won't always be that way. You, the next generation, will help make sure that if such an event happens, whether it be All Might sustaining another injury or other means, the future will look bright with heroes like you. Mara spoke. He then announced a remedial class for all those who had failed the second part of the exam, that after 3 months of classes they could take a special exam in 3 months. Though that wasn't important as all of them passed. And so all of them took their sense pictures and got their psychical licenses. Izuku looked at his as tears started to form in his eyes. I see happy tears, teased Ochako. I can't help it, said Izuku, after everything I've been through. You want to find some asshole from Aldea and send the picture to them? Asked Katsuki. No, I wouldn't do that, yelled Izuku, but I should send a picture to Mom and All Might. Or you could wait until we get back to the school, said Ochako with a sweat drop. Izuku laughed nervously. As they were leaving, Inasa approached Shoto. Todoroki, I would like to exchange phone numbers, yelled Inasa. Oh, of course, said Shoto. I got permission if I get news about Kami to tell you, he whispered to her. Shoto nodded. After all, those that knew what happened wanted to make sure Kami was safe, even if they have never met her. They knew how horrible being kidnapped by the League was after all. They headed back to school where they found a surprise at the common room as decked out in party supplies and there was a whole table of food. Congratulations, said Inko with a popper along with Melissa. "Oh wow!" yelled several members of the class. "Mom!" said Izuku, surprised but also happy. "Nizu told me as soon as he got word you all passed," said Inko. "I was only going to do this if the whole class passed." "You all did." She began to cry a lot as tears practically poured out of her eyes. "I'm so proud of all you," she cried. "Mom," said Izuku. "Wait, is that why the carpet is moist?" asked Mineta. The carpet was indeed moist due to her tears. "Have you drunk any sports drinks?" asked Tsuyu. "Don't worry, I made sure she did," said Melissa. Everyone nodded in agreement. "How were able to get this done so fast?" asked Momo. "I was able to thanks to my own magical girl powers," said Inko as she stopped crying. "It wasn't the first time I did something like this." "Oh wow," said Kaminari. "You have telekinesis as a magical girl, right?" asked Mina. "I do," said Inko. No one questioned if she had gotten permission. After all, Nizu was the one who told her, and it made sense he would know she was planning a surprise part if they passed. "All right, let's get this party started," cheered Mina. Just about everyone cheered in agreement. And so everyone was able to join Ed in the party, with Toshinori sneaking in at some point. Uncle Might, are you okay?" asked Melissa. "Just something I had to do today," sighed Toshinori. "Do you want to talk about it?" asked Tsuyu. "No, right now," sighed Toshinori. She had a meeting with All for One that day. It was not a good meeting. It's better not said what was talked about. "I just want to join the party. But don't tell the other classes I'm here," said Toshinori. Toru giggled at that response. As the party went on, a rather weird argument broke out. "No way. It would look the best," yelled Katsuki. "You're wrong, Kaken. It wouldn't look the best. And you're only saying that because it's closer to your costume," said Izuku. "That's not the reason why," yelled Izuku. "What are they arguing about?" asked Yayorozu. "About which earlier All Might costume would have looked better as a magical girl costume, All Might's Silver Age or Bronze Age," said Jiro with a sweat drop. Toshinori we blushing at the argument. "Look, the Silver Age would look better," said Izuku. "No way. It's the Bronze Age," yelled Katsuki. "You're wrong, Kaken," yelled Izuku. Katsuki slapped Izuku in a way that clearly playful, and Izuku slapped back and slapping each other. "Stop it, you two," scolded Inko. "If you don't stop, I will be forced to put you on house arrest for the rest of night." "Yes, Mom," said Izuku. "Of course, Auntie," said Katsuki. "All right," said Inko. And the three of them burst out laughing. It was clear that it was an old joke between the three of them. "Whoa, is Midoriya cheating with Bakugo?" asked Mineta after seeing this. Achiko grabbed him by this hair. "Never joke about that," yelled Achiko, blaring harshly at him. "And we've been through this. Deku is my brother in all but blood," yelled Katsuki as if she teleported to them. "Don't be gross." "What should we do with him?" asked Achiko. "I have an idea," said Katsuki. "No bonding," said Izuku. Achiko dropped him hard. "Fine," they both said. Several people burst out laughing, and the rest of the party was very fun. But little did they know what was on the horizon, as it was something big for sure. That will be it for this part. I hope everyone enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and comment if you want part 65. If you want to hear more from me, subscribe. I hope to see you all in the next one.